What's up, AD2 Galaxy? It's your boy Kino here. We're playing a little bit of Dota 2, and we'll be talking about, this is March Madness. This is the Season 43 Challenger Playoffs. We're ranking all the teams, and right now I'm playing Pudge. I'm so fucking good at this game, I'm playing some Dota while I'm talking to you. So, get your popcorn, get your ziti, get yourself a protein shake, get yourself some cornbread, and get ready for some inside info, cutting insights, and hot and heavy drama. Now, before I rank the teams that actually made it and clawed and fought their way to get to the Challenger playoffs, I do want to give a brief mention to Challenger bye week, since they're the only team that didn't make the playoffs. You know, sometimes you have a good group of players, but they just can't get it into gear. I think if maybe they do some role swaps, get some high-level coaching, and replace at least 3 of their players, they might be able to improve upon their results from this season. And now here's the start of the list. Number 6, Smurfless. Captain Wacko Dubs actually stood in for myself in the last week of the regular season. We didn't get a win, so I'm assuming that in terms of gameplay, he's a total liability. But everyone said they liked having them around. And, you know, this team scores some solid points for the time that Tig Old Biddies and I almost came to blows during a spirited discussion of the ideal female anatomy. But they also lose some points because Rampage, Gregor, and Old Ramen helped break up the fight rather than holding back security so we could duke it out. Hashtag BCup Gang, post up in the comments. Considering their captain helped me get to go to a concert, he is a member of the Mary Todd Nation, and I can't rank them any higher than 6th place, which is the lowest on this list. Did he collect as much info as possible on us and try to eliminate us week 1 of the playoffs? We're going to find out. Alright, and that brings us to number 5, Kittens Cadets. Captained by Clippy and shadow captained by Grace Jam, Stanley, Hello Robotics, and Kitten, this team established themselves as top tier right from the start of the season. I have been in a hot tub with several of these people, and our rivalry really kicked it up a notch when we randomly queued into each other the day after. Grace Jam runs Hilo Gaming, which is a cool website that gives you Dota challenges and lets you brag to your friends about your bizarre builds you made work. She's given me the cold shoulder every time I asked her to cast a Mary Todd Lincoln event. We might use Hilo Gaming for upcoming events, so I have to rank Kittens Cadets here. Now, it's important when you're playing Pudge, you gotta keep an eye on your ammo, okay? You can see right here, I ran out of ammo for quite a bit, and that's a serious issue. But I'm doing my best to claw my way out of the situation. I do have the heavy slugger, and Pudge is pretty decent with a heavy slugger. He's definitely better with a machine gun, but like I said, I don't have the ammo. Watch out for those exploding cars. Those exploding cars can be a big issue in the mid-game for Pudge. But you can see I'm handling things well. I'm sitting at a perfect 12 out of 12 health. Ooh. Okay, I'm not at 12 out of 12 health. I jinxed myself. But, anyway, on to the next team. Number 4, John Wick's dog. This one's a bit of a doozy. I'm going to be honest. I might have been in the wrong when I went on Licky the Cow's Twitch stream and revealed all of the home addresses, social security numbers, and known psychological weaknesses of these players. File linked in the video description. These people are as passionate about Dota as they... Now, hold up, Barry. We gotta make sure you're doing the right build when you're doing Pudge. You gotta make sure you're building for the late game, but you're not punishing yourself overly during the mid game. Where was I? Yeah. These people are as passionate about Dota as they are about their restaurants. We've only played 2 series against these guys, and despite my past transgressions, they're very chill people who love a nice early evening scrimmage, which is great if you are a working class dude on the East Coast. They were formed by Furious George. Oh, this is Big Dog. Big Dog's a big deal. They were formed by Furious George, but he self-kicked out of a... Oh, damn it. I told you gotta watch these exploding cars when you're playing as Pudge. Alright, maybe I need to switch to a different hero. Maybe I'm not good enough to play Pudge. I'm gonna play... who do I want to play as? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Clockwork, and yeah, Gotta do this awesome skin right here. But anyway, like I'm saying, Furious George self-kicked from John Wick's dog out of a profound disappointment in their lack of unhinged rage, which is understandable to me. They picked up Ghost Ham, who I know nothing about, so I can only assume he lives a Jack Reacher-style existence. They are 4th on this list, and if anyone's wondering, they are the dog at the end of the first movie, not the start. And it is important when you're playing as Clockwork, you want to, watch out for those creeps right there. You need to have a good laning stage. Oh, there's my laning partner right there. He's getting a bit ahead of me, but I am going to work to catch up. I got to take out those flag bearer creeps first. And next team I want to talk about as I go into this hairpin is number 3, Slug Cats. So 3 of these players have never had the honor of playing Mary Todd Lincoln, but Roxy Roro and Toast, aka Toastmaster, have been playing against us for 4 and 5 years respectively. Roxy in particular is undefeated against Mary Todd Lincoln, which seems impossible to me, but here we are. Jenkins Enjoyer, aka Devil, aka Devil, is an HVAC technician and child punter who watches 3 YouTube channels on break. Jenkins Clips, MTL Dota, this channel, and Binging with Babish. Okay, you might want to use a little bit of handbrake going into this corner, and that's how I was able to overtake my laning partner there. A little pro tip for you guys. So, knowing that Mary Todd Lincoln is the team to beat, he drafted these villains, Roxy and Toast. And then he found the best players from watching Jenkins Herald replay vids, Lambert and Shrewd Cleric, and trained them from the ground up with the dream of taking us down. Unfortunately, they did not get to play Mary Todd Lincoln during the regular season, but they swear on their captain's new pot set that they'll eliminate us from the playoffs. And as you can see, watch out for the elevation changes going into that. We're heading into the mid-game now. You know, we're not quite as worried about these creeps coming up. We're just kind of plowing right through them. See that? And you know what? These next teams are, you know, such intense rivalries that I just need to focus up on getting this game done. For that, we're almost about to close it out. He took the Ancient just a hair in front of me. That feels bad, but you know what? That's just Dota. That's how Dota goes. All right, for those kids you don't know, this is Warcraft 3 Dota. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is what it looked like. This is how it used to be played, and we're gonna play it. This is actually a recording. This is gonna be a team fight. This one's a recording. But anyway, number 2, Grin Smoke. Oh God, we got some Manhunter iguanas to take out. Let's see if we can take them out while I talk about Grin Smoke. If I was making this list at the start of the season, these guys would be number 1. You guys might be surprised to see them at number 2, given the history. Everyone knows the heated rivalry between our teams, but most notably between myself and my evil, separated at birth brother, Ihara-san. Unfortunately for the 82L Galaxy, Ihara is busy hiding from the Federales in rural Mexico and was forced to step down from his team. Ponquist has taken over as captain, and while he is an enemy of the Mary Todd Nation, the hatred just really isn't all the way there, if I'm being honest. If he really cracks the whip on Lucky Day, Deviant Knight, CeeLo, and Killer 808, they should be able to carry him to a rematch against Mary Todd Lincoln, just like we see Mary Todd Lincoln. I think these iguanas are done for. Yeah. That's all it takes. We got those iguanas taken out. That's Warcraft 3 Dota for you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see a little blast from the past there. But moving on, I'm gonna play a different game of Dota, and we're gonna talk about Savage Sabers. All right, for our last game of Dota for the day, we're gonna be playing as Techies. I'm going to show you some of the finer points of this hero as I talk about our number 1 team, Savage Sabers. We're going to go with survival mode. That's how I like to play Techies. Critical, first thing you want to do is Techies, you got to get in copper quick. Like, this is like everything. You have to have a good start, but you also want to have a nice setup. And you got to get those conveyor belts going to get your copper drills. That's critical. But that's going to give us a nice start. But now I'm going to talk about Savage Sabers. So number 1 on this list, Savage Sabers. Savage Sabers in their current form have faced Mary Todd Lincoln twice, winning both series. They are the most analytical team in 82L, naming themselves after the sabermetric system made famous in the Chris Pratt film Moneyball and its later novelization. The core of this rivalry with Mary Todd Lincoln goes back to a series a year ago, including an all-chat exchange where Graphics' own teammates implored myself to report her, leading to a schism that ended that lineup. Forming this current team out of the background dancers at her day job, Vulgar Vulpix, Lorne at Arcos, and Space Cowboy have taken to Dota with fluidity and grace, but know only what they've been told of Mary Todd Lincoln. Now, we do have some lead going. Lead's good, but what we really want to get to is graphite, and we're trying to... Oh, no, I don't want to build that there. I need to get drills, because this lead is just coming in too slow. Unfortunately, we're still stuck in copper drills. We're not having the best start. We are going to be trying to upgrade these drills later so we get some better speed. Make sure all your conveyor belts are lined up the right way. Otherwise, it will not make it into your ancient. But anyway, after one of their players, one of the Savage Sabres players, died from a donation in the Team Fight Against Cancer event in a match against Mary Todd Lincoln, the rivalry obviously kicked up to a whole new level, and they purchased the contract of controversial star player KLN from my evil brother, Ihara-san. When Mary Todd Lincoln plays Savage Sabres, the Mary Todd Nation and the Sabre Savages demand blood and will be satisfied by nothing less than total annihilation. For that reason, they undoubtedly have the #1 most intense rivalry with Mary Todd Lincoln in these Challenger playoffs. We got the graphite going, but I would like to get a second graphite compressor up. So let's see if we can get that going. But that concludes my rankings. If you think I missed something important about your team's lore, let me know in the comments, or travel to North Carolina for ESL 1 Raleigh and tell me in person. Best of luck to everyone in the playoffs. If you fight hard enough, you just might receive the honor of getting eliminated by Mary Todd Lincoln. But everybody, I hope everybody has fun. I hope everybody's been having a great season so far, and I'm really excited to see how it ends. Why is my graphite thing not going? Oh well, I guess I'm going to figure that out off stream. But, peace.